Russell Westbrook and James Harden have still not yet arrived in Orlando. Today, Russell Westbrook explained why he's still at home, posting on his Twitter, quote, "I tested positive for COVID-19 prior to my team's departure to Orlando. I'm currently feeling well, quarantined, and looking forward to rejoining my teammates when I'm cleared." First off, we're glad to hear, obviously, that Westbrook is doing well here, and we wish him a smooth recovery. But as we look at how this will impact the team, the Rockets are 6th in the West, but only 2 games out of the 3rd spot, so the seeding could be significant for Houston. Paul, when does Russ's absence become an issue for the Rockets' playoff chances, in your opinion?
It won't be no issue unless they don't have him for the playoffs. I mean, right now they're jockeying for position. And in all fairness, it'd probably be best for them to try to jockey for a position to see the Denver Nuggets in the first round. So, by not having them there, yeah, it hurts, as far as having practice time, getting to know his teammates again, getting the continuity. But you got to understand the Rockets' offense also. They spread the court, go one-on-one. So, they're not going to miss him for too long. It's just the only thing matters for Russell is getting back into game shape and being with his teammates. Hopefully he can recover in the next few weeks.
Paul, what would be the best matchup for them if you could size up a team that makes some sense for them? Because as you mentioned, Denver is the slot right now, but there could be some jockeying for positioning here over the next 8 games. Who would be the team you would want them to face?
I think Denver is the ideal matchup. I think they match up well with them. With the backcourt of James Harden and Westbrook, I don't see anybody on Denver that can contain them. So I think that's the best ideal matchup for them if they can stay in that slot.
And what about Denver on the flip side of this with Jokic? I mean, we have the situation, obviously, with Westbrook. But what do you make of the situation, how they're going to have to deal with Jokic? Do you feel like that kind of evens the playing field a little bit between the two of them?
Well, yeah, but I expect them both to make a full recovery. So, but if they lose Jokic for a big amount of time, that can hurt them. I mean, he's everything for that team. He initiates the offense. They pretty much go through him with everything they do.
So, what do you make of Russ's season thus far, Paul?
Russ was starting to really establish himself in the Rockets' offense. I mean, in some cases, he was pretty much taking over the offense at some point. But, he was having another MVP caliber season. He was looking like he was a great parent to Harden. And he was starting to really come into his own in the offense and finding his way. So he's going to be a big part of whatever they do moving forward once he comes back, especially when, Harden has those off nights. He has another guy that can equally carry them offensively.
Perk, let me ask you about Russ's season. What do you make of what Russ's contributions have been this season for the Rockets?
Listen, I knew something was up. I was wondering why Russ and James went down near the bubble, but now I figured it out. But listen, I want Russell Westbrook to get healthy. I want him to return to the bubble and be a dominant force that we all know him to be. But we all know this is serious, so we know not to take this lightly, that nobody cannot catch this COVID disease. So we got to make sure we take this very seriously, and I just hope that the Brody get well.
Yeah, there's no question about it. We want him to get well, and then, of course, be able to contribute on the court. That's what we want here, certainly. One test is one too many, or one positive is one too many.